The 21st of November, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Interesting. Okay, very good. Yeah.
So
In Aramaic, it's arrows, giri arrows.
Aramaic is, oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
Aramaic. That is interesting.
Okay, good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here at Yeshiva Savanashi here in Shemaim here in Zoom. We're in our second shir, Mishna Berura. We're in Simin Kuf Lamed Hey, and laws relevant to Kriyas Torah. Kuf Lamed Hey. We will be starting the Ramah, if I'm not mistaken. And let's do. I guess we should do.
We left off. We were doing the Mishnah Berura yesterday, and we got up to Zion, Kriyat Parasha. Let's see, it says Kriyat Parasha B'tzibor, Shabbat Haba'ah.
Right, so I think we should just review the Mechaber and the Ramah just to get a picture of what the information is discussed with us.
Let's see if I remember it. Okay, so let's see. Makom she mafsikin b'Shabbat b'Shacharit sham korin b'mincha u'b'shnei chamishi u'b'Shabbat haba'ah. Okay, so in a place shemafsikin that mafsik is usually stop.
Right, exactly. So in the place where you stop in the previous Shabbos, meaning again, this past Shabbos we stopped at the end of Parshas Safar. So that means
right, yeah.
Begin with the beginning of Parshas Toldos.
Oh, okay. So it's saying, okay, so where you stop the parsha on Shabbos in Shacharit, there one reads at Mincha and Monday and Thursday and the following Shabbat. I guess the next parsha.
Right.
So if last week was Chaye Sarah, this week's Toldo.
Right.
Oh, okay. It's a bit the way it's written. It's a bit cryptic to me, but maybe not. Okay, so the Haggah, im bitlu Shabbat achat kriyat parsha b'tzibor Shabbat haba'ah korinotam parashat im parasha sheyacha yota Shabbat. Okay, so let's see. So what if you miss one Shabbat?
Yeah, let's say for some reason there was no Kriyas Torah on that Shabbat. You were somewhere. And this is ostensibly this is talking about the tzibur, the Yechidim. There's a whole question as to whether or not the Kriyas Torah is an obligation on the Yochid or not. But here we're talking about a tzibur. Let's say for some reason a certain tzibur, they had to. For some reason, they didn't have a Sefer Torah on Parshas Chaisar. For some reason, whatever, they just didn't have the Sefer Torah. I don't know what.
Or maybe they found an error, a scratch in the leather, and it was pasul, maybe, or
yeah, maybe it was pasul, and they had to get it fixed, and it didn't come back in time for them to read it on Parshas Chaisar. So they lost out reading on Parshas Chaisar. So what are they supposed to do now?
Okay.
If there was a nullification of the Kriyas Torah on one particular Shabbos.
Okay, so you read that parsha in the community during the coming Shabbos.
Right, so that'll be made up. You'll read it again. You'll read. So in that case, they would read Kaisara and told us together.
and Toldo together. Yeah. Okay, so Korino Ta Parsha. So you'd read it, the Parsha, with the part with the what Shehi Achar is like associated Parsha or something like that,
Yeah, Kara
or the
Parsha.
adjoining Parsha.
Yes.
I think I told you the story when my son was a Bachar. He came back to the States to visit, and I think I don't know if we had a double Parsha or that. I guess we would have had double Parsha, and he so he didn't hear the Torah reading for one of the Parshiot. So he asked the Gabbai at Mincha if he'd read the whole Sedra, and everyone agreed. You know, we were like 10 or 12 people. It wasn't a big group, so everyone agreed, and that's what he did.
Right.
He did Kohen, Levi, and then read the rest of the whole Parsha for Shlishi.
Yeah, that occurs sometimes, correct? Yeah.
Okay, so and then it goes on, Leotosha, but okay, and then the Ein Lekaman Siman, okay, and below, I guess they'll discuss in Reish Pei Bet.
Right.
Okay, so we actually got
There's Zion, right? We got
Zion. Yes, Kriyat HaParsha B'Tzibur. So you read the Parsha with the community. Okay. The Im Hayu Shtei Parshiot Mechubrin O Bioto Shabbat Shebitlu. Oh, this is what we were just discussing, I think. So what if there are two Parshiot that are joined on the same Shabbat that was missed?
Right.
Okay. Dat haram haram meat mince.
Yes. The Marami.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. The ain mishalimin mashlimin otaklau the lo matzinu liolam shekorin shlosh sidarot b'Shabbat echad. Oh, so the opinion of the Ram Mimins is that we don't complete it, or that we don't find in general that they read three parshiot on one Shabbat.
That you don't see. You don't see. Meaning sometimes you have double parshas. That occurs. You do have sometimes you have double parshas, but you never see that there's a triple parsha.
So, one quick question then: sure. If it's then it wouldn't be a double parsha. I was going to say if for example it's a special Shabbat where there's an additional Torah reading, sometimes shuls have a second scroll for that, but right. that's not a whole part. One, it's not a whole parsha, and so it wouldn't be included in this. Okay.
Correct. That's right.
Okay, so let's see. So you wouldn't read the three parshiot on one Shabbat. Likrot parsha chat mehen nami lo amrinan. And to read one of the parshiot is also we don't say.
Right. We also don't say that, right?
So hold it. If it's a double parsha, we don't read just one of them. Is that what it's saying?
Right. Ulikros parsha achas mehem nami lo amina. Meaning, again, you have to. You missed Chaisara, and now it's parshas Toldos. So the halacha is you read Chaisara and Toldos, right? Mm-hmm. And so, but if it was that you missed V'yera, Chaisara, and Toldos, is now the Parsha Shavua. So, since you don't say you ever read 3 Parshas, so you can't read Parshas. So let's say I'll say, well, maybe I'll just read one of the 2 of them, right? That you don't say. You don't say they'll read just one of the 2 of them because it's only you're not fixing anything up here. You're always going to be lacking something.
Right. Okay, that's interesting. It's funny. It sort of reminds me of my college days.
Yeah.
Where a lot of times I would stay in the dorm over Shabbat and walk down to the Hillel where they had they had the services and they had a meal after the after shul.
Right.
But once in a while, maybe I wasn't feeling up to it or whatever. I didn't go to shul, and I would have been in this dilemma, I guess, to some degree.
Could be, yeah. Could be.
Well,
so therefore, we don't see that if you have to make up 3, there's no making up 3. You only read the parsha, for example, Toldos, and you have to let Isara and Ve'era go by.
Okay. The ein takana l'chatzain. So what this isn't the solution?
There's no half solution.
No. Okay.
So you can't do it all, therefore you don't do anything.
Okay. V'hu hadin im b'Shabbat zo hayu shtei parshiot mechubarot. Okay, and this is the din that if on this Shabbos there were 2 parshiot together, or joined together, nami ein mashlimin haparasha mi Shabbat she'avar. Okay, mitam hanal. Okay, so that's what we just said.
Well, no, this is a little bit different. Let's say a person missed a parsha which preceded a double parsha lane. Maybe Achritos Kedoshim. I think some Achrimos Kedoshim comes out sometimes double.
Right.
So let's say they missed the parsha Shavua for the previous parsha before Achrimos, right? So you wouldn't add it on because that would make you a 3.
Right.
So parsha, then you can't have that. You just read the double parsha, and the one that you lost, you missed out.
Amazing. Very interesting. Okay. Let's see. Hagahat minhagim holech al kol zeh v'chein hiskim v'eliyah rabbah. Okay, so in this tradition, what cholek is decided upon, right? Or decided by all on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it agrees with Eliyah Rabbah. Okay, the olam tzarik hashlim ma shabitlu mishabat ha'avar. Okay, so generally it's needed to complete what was missed in the past Shabbos. V'chein noteh da'at sefer magen giborim yeshorim de'im bitlu parashat vayechi Ainly Krota. Oh, okay. I see what it's saying. Ainly Kroti in Parashat Shemot. So it's basically saying that according to the Sefer Magen Giborim, if they miss Parsha Vayechi, which is the last Parsha in Breshit, you don't read it when you begin Parshat Shemot, which is the first Parsha in the book of Shemot.
Right.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no chibur, there's no, I guess, connection.
Says, he calls Koran stays sidrus.
Okay, ki shekoran shtei sidros, tarik likroto, chad gavra misof sidra rishon na hatchila sidra shniya kedei sheyu mechubarim. Okay, so what to say? Because let's see, they read two sedras needed to be as one. Oh, okay. Needed to be read as one. Gavra misof. So what from the end of the first parsha to begin the second parsha, the day shayu, but they have to, in order that they should be connected.
Right, you have Parshas Vayechi, which is the last Parsha of Bereshit, and Shmos, which is the first Parsha in the Sefer Shmos. So they're really not connected, and you have to have one. You have to have one person, one aliyah for both of the interlinked parshas. And here, since they're really in two svarim, it's not really possible to do that.
Right. That's okay. Okay, v'ze ein nachon la'asoto b'shnei sfarim, v'hu adin b'pikudei vayikra v'kadome. So let's see. So and it's not correct to do two books of the Torah, and this is the din. What Pikudei Vayikra? Oh, dealing with Pikudei and Vayikra. That's an example. Pikudei is the end of Shmot, and Vayikra is the beginning of Vayikra.
Right.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. V'yesh cholkin u'sfira lehu dil'olam mashlimin. Okay, and this is decided of this opinion.
There are those of the opinion that you always make it up.
Oh, that you always. Oh, so that's just the opposite. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. That you always make it up. Okay. V'katav b'shulchan atzei shitin shehanoheg kain ein mochin biado.
Ein mochim.
Oh, ein mochim biado. So what it's written in the Shulchan Atzei Shitim, it's a commentator. So that Shenoheg, it's a tradition that we don't. Not sure Mochin.
It's written in the Shulchan Aruch Shittim that those who are noig that way to make it up in all cases. Ein mochin biyad, don't protest against them. Ein mochin biyad, don't protest against them.
Oh. Okay.
You really shouldn't be doing it, but if they have a minute that they do it, so just leave them alone. Don't start any fights.
I hear. Wow. Okay, Katav b'Sefer Sharei Ephraim im bitlu hakriya b'Veit HaKnesset Achat v'rov hatzibur mibeit HaKnesset zeh shamu kriyat HaTorah b'Veit HaKnesset Acheret. Okay, so it's written in the Sefer Sharei Ephraim. If I guess they miss the reading in one shul.
One shul missed the Kriya for a certain part. So.
Okay. And the majority of the community, the shul, I guess, from this shul, here's the Kriya Torah in another shul. Wow. So Ein Tzarich Lahashlim. So they also don't have to, I guess, combine everything.
Right.
Okay. Aval imrov hatzibur lo shamu klal, af al pi sheyesh sham batei knisiyot acheret shekaru shama kadin. Okay, but the ein tzarich, okay. Aval, but rather, if the majority of the shul does not hear anything, I guess, all.
I mean, they missed the part. If there was a row of the congregation that did not hear a particular part.
Oh, okay. So nevertheless, that there in the shul, in another shul, they should hear their kadin. That's a din. So it's saying if they don't hear it in the shul they normally daven at, they can go to another shul to hear the Kriya Torah.
Well, it's if there was one Beit Knesset that they heard it properly, right? Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, in a case where the rove of the tzibur in this one particular shul did not hear it, right? Then they should read it for the rove of the tzibur that did.
Oh, okay. Mikol makom, nevertheless, otan shelo shamu hakriya ve'imro tzibur shel Beit HaKnesset zeh tzirichin lahashlim hakriya. Okay, so if they didn't hear the kriya, the majority of this shul needs to complete the reading. Very interesting. Okay, so we're up to Chet, it looks like.
Right.
Trying to find it. Oh, okay. So it says Korino ta Parasha.
So you're supposed to read that Parsha, the one that you missed, the one that was missed, you're supposed to read with the current Parsha Sheshavu.
Okay. V'hainu she'ikru Beseder haktuvot b'Torah mitchila shel Shabbat ha'avar yachar kach shel Shabbat zo. Okay, so Hainu, and so they read the Sedra that's written in the Torah from Mitchila Shel Shabbat, from the beginning of Shabbat. Oh, that passed. Right. And then afterwards,
they read the Seder Pesuk Torah. You read according to the way it's written in the Torah. Matil Hashiva Sha'avra, you begin with the previous Shabbos that you
missed.
And afterwards you read the current Shabbos.
Right. Sham Berura Zeroa. Guess that's a commentary.
Right.
Okay. Vatam Katav Sham Ki Miyamot Moshe Rabbeinu Alav Hashalom Nitkan Likrot HaTorah V'Parshioteha Ulahash Lima V'chule Kedei Lahashlima La'am Mitzvot V'chukim. Okay, so the reason is there that in the days of Moshe Rabbeinu, may rest in peace. Let's see, Nitkan was established to read the Torah by Parshiot and its completeness, I guess.
Right.
Okay.
That's the way it should be done. So you read one portion after the next.
Right. Okay. Kedei lahashlima, so that the what the mitzvot and the decrees are completed for the people.
Right. People should do that. It's very important to hear what's written in the Torah. They should be able to completely fulfill what's written in the Torah. It's mitzvahs.
Uh-huh.
Very
Okay.
good. Okay. Fine. That's a good place to stop, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So we can start with Gimel tomorrow. Let's see.
Tomorrow. That's for sure. Okay. Thank you very much, man. Very good.
Okay. Well, I tried my hardest.
You did very, very well.
Ach, Meir.
Lou, thank you so
Rabbi.
much.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Everyone should have a good day.
Okay. You too, Rabbi Furst.
Okay, bye.
Okay.